Hello, welcome back to the Biblievert Games. My name is Jacqueline, and for all of those who celebrated, Merry Christmas! I hope y'all had a wonderful, wonderful season, and I just hope that ending 2025 is wonderful and the start of 2026 is fantastic. So, we got some updates, y'all. Not all of them are good. The turnip the stock market didn't go well. So at first I had a 60% chance of a large spike, and that quickly became not the case anymore. And it was 100% decreasing. And I lost a lot of money. But we have Dizzy. Look how cute he is. I just think he's precious. So Lucy asked to leave, and it was one of those things where like I liked Lucy, but I wasn't going to like insist that she stay. And so then I was like, oh my gosh, what if it takes forever for her to ask to leave again? So I just decided, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. We'll just go ahead and let her go. So it took 9 tickets to find Dizzy, and there were a few that were spectacular that I like really almost kept. The first one was Dobie. I don't know, is it Dobie or Dobby? I never know. But anyway, he was like the very first one, and I've never had him on my island, but I just think that he is the cutest thing in the entire world. And I really like, part of me kind of regrets not taking him. And then I did have a few penguins. I thought Aurora was really cute. Definitely considered her for a hot minute. But we have Tex on the island. And I don't dislike the penguins. They would certainly work for this time of year. But I think it was one of those things where it was like, I just wouldn't mind having something different. And so, yeah. Anyway, that's kind of my thought process on that. So yeah, sold my turnips, lost several 100,000 bells in the process, but I didn't play a whole lot every single day, other than to check my turnip prices and talk to all of my villagers. We also got a few more villager photos. So we have Claude's. We also got Tex. We may have already had Tex. Carmen. Let's see, Sydney gave me hers today. I still don't have my original villagers photos, so don't know when I'm gonna get those photos from Cherry and Tex, but maybe one day. And so yeah, so other than like, you know, giving out gifts, saying hello to everyone, checking out the fossils, all that kind of stuff, I did still make a couple 100,000 bells, so all in all, it kind of ended up being about the same. You know, it was kind of a wash. But I am so excited to be back at it. Today is going to probably be kind of similar to the last video, so I apologize. But going to be selling all of my fruit and veggies. I'm also going to be kind of cleaning up my flower field. And then I have decided that even though it is December 27th, I am going to finish all of my like kind of Christmassy builds that I was going to have done before Christmas. I did do the jingle toy day, so I was able to get the box of gifts recipe, and so that's one that I want to make sure that I kind of like put everywhere. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I have some customizations that I want to do and change up. I really want to add flowers and trees and bushes and all that kind of stuff. I also want to do in-game pathing here. I'm thinking probably the dark dirt path is what I'm going to be putting in here. And then kind of cleaning up all of these cosmos. I've just let them run amok, and I think it's time to kind of, you know, just thin them out a little bit, or, you know, have a better idea of what I want to go in its place. I'm debating if I still want to have the beautiful island ordinance, not coordinates, on, and see if maybe it would be a better idea to take that off. I just don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I another thing. Sorry, I am just like throwing things on you. So I have 22,000 Nook miles, and I would like to get more. And so one of the things that I need to do more of this. So I have 10 more. And so I think that if I customize some today, that could be really helpful. I might have to get some more customization boxes. What are they called? Anyway, so I would like to do that. I, could get pretty close today. I don't think I'm going to get 22 DIYs done today, but maybe. I don't know. That could be nice. Let's see. What else? Greedy Weeder. We still have like 900 to go. Flower Power. We definitely need to fix that. Getting closer on the flower tender, so maybe I can just go ahead and water a bunch of flowers, even though they've already been watered today by the snow. Let's see. Going to be selling some fruit today. Probably not 404 fruit worth, but I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, this could potentially get some progress. This was really what I was kind of looking for. So I have 32 left to dig up clams. So I'm probably going to be doing that a lot today, and then trying to sell as many shells as possible. This is haunting me. I need to get better. Ooh, we could probably put some furniture down. Let's see. Still working on that. Oh, we just need 2 more. That's nice. And then I need to do some more Nook shopping. So I think I'm going to try and order 5 things a day to just go ahead and kind of like get that going. Oof. Okay, we got a long way to go in that one. I don't want to talk about it. It's so rude. I am really bad at making snow boys. It's haunting me, and I'm actually kind of upset about it. So I don't want to talk about it. I need to go ahead and change our song and our flag. That would be easy. Yeah, KK is here today. I didn't realize that when you like sit for a concert, you rewatch the entire like credits. So maybe that's something I'll do at the very end. Just kind of, I don't know, try that. So anyway, this, we have some things that we can do. I could shake some trees, all that stuff. So anyway, all that to say, I would like to be more intentional about collecting Nook miles. Oh no! How did I miss that? I don't know how that just happened. We're gonna pretend like it didn't happen. We'll make some medicine in a second. But in terms of what I would like to do, specifically in the Christmas market area, want to do some more trees, especially now that I have the right size tree. That was like a big gust of wind. My goodness. Especially, it is like a snowstorm. My word. How fun. So because I now have the correct size tree, I would like to go ahead and make those. And then, let's see. Oh, I think we lost that one because of the flowers. And then I want to do the Christmas presents. And then, let's see. Oh, I have banners over, like on the entrance into that part of the island. And so I would like to change those to like be more festive. So I'm not really 100% sure what I'm going to change it to, but I know that I do want to change it to something. So in the last video, I was telling you about the Christmas gift that I made for my best friend Allie, and it was the playing cards with her picture on them, and I love it so much. I think she enjoyed it as well, but she lives in Houston. She's near my in-laws, and so I was able to go and see her and spend a couple hours with her while I was in town. And I just have to say, like, I'm about to turn 30. Am I about to turn 33? No, 32. Okay, wow, that like really scared me for a second. I'm about to turn 32. And I just have to say, the number one thing that I am so grateful for are the female friendships that I have in my life. And it was one of those things where it's always been something that I really wanted. I just cannot even begin to put into words how much of a blessing my female friendships are. And I actually met Allie through my husband. They knew each other from high school. And so it was just one of those things where, like, I've known her for almost as long as I've known Connor. And the blessing that she is in my life, like, it is just, my life is so rich because of her. And we have the same friend group. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I feel I am so spoiled. I feel so spoiled by this friendship, and the fact that we live hours apart from each other does not detract from the friendship that we have. And I truly just feel like the luckiest person in the world to have this kind of friendship in my life. And I like I feel like I'm getting a little emotional. Yeah, I'm so lucky. And I always knew that, like, friendships were super important and female friendships are so important. But, like, it is the best thing in the world. And I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful. Allie and I made a lot of the friends that are so incredibly important in our lives through books. And so it was one of those things that, like, we did not anticipate that when we kind of joined the bookish community, that these kinds of friendships were going to come out of it. And, like, just, I mean, seriously, talk about a blessing. I mean, we have friends from all over the world, and like, in January, we're meeting up and hosting a baby shower for one of the friends that we met through the book world. And so it's just like that kind of stuff. It just blows my mind that, like, my life, like, that I get to have these relationships. So anyway, I could, like, literally wax poetic for a decade on how grateful I am. But all I have to say is, if you have a hobby or something that you love and there is a community presence, I wouldn't typically recommend making friends online, but that's how I made all of my best friends. So, like, but, definitely be safe about it. But, even if it's something that you think is kind of obscure or random, and you don't know if there are other people who are interested in the same things that you are, there might be. And if you look for the community online and you find it, I would definitely recommend reaching out to people and striking up a conversation. And I am an introvert. I can fake it till I make it, but, like, I am an introvert through and through. And my life is just really full. And so, yeah, I'm just really grateful. I'm so grateful. All right, let's finally see what's in this box. Ooh, and I'm also going to stop talking about emotional things because I will probably end up start crying soon. Anytime. We call it our love faucet whenever we start talking about each other, because, wow, we get very emo. And okay, last thing I'm gonna say, we're all showing up for the baby shower. And so, like, friends from Seattle and Pittsburgh, Houston, Dallas, Chicago. I'm just like, oh, I'm so excited. And it's going to be a really sweet weekend. So very excited to just be all together. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. Okay, I'm going to put this rattan bed down. Okay, putting the bed down. And maybe I'll be able to get the rest of that. I can't remember what it was. Oh, the carrots. Yeah. And then, let's see. I don't think I have room for the potatoes. No. I think we're gonna have to make several visits to Nook's Cranny to sell all of this stuff, but I'm not too mad about it because I certainly need the bells after the fiasco that was the stock market. Oh, also, I feel like it's worth saying, bought them for 98, sold them for 55. That one hurt. On Christmas Day. I was like, this feels like it should be illegal. Like you're really gonna give me a decreasing stock on Christmas Day. Which there's literally no one I can blame but myself. I was the one who decided to spend 1,000,000 bells on the stock market. So like, it's me. But no, I was literally just about to say, well, should I get some tomorrow? Because, you know, what if since it was decreasing, it's not going to be decreasing again. But that's like a really good way to find yourself in a pickle yet again. And I also really need to sell my... What do I need to sell? Jacqueline, what are you thinking? I need to... Oh, not sell. I need to upgrade my home because I do not have much space left in my home for storage. So that's something that I need to prioritize. So I'm tempted to go sell all of my shells real fast, and then I can get an idea. Like, we can then sell like all of the fruit and veg that we have, and then hopefully it'll be like a really big number. So let's just clean out. Let's clean out our inventory just a little bit. Okay, I'm also going to just buy some medicine real fast. I know it's really easy to make, but also this is really convenient. Okay, I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I know that I want to do a wrapping station there. I also would really love to put like some tables and chairs, specifically like right here. I don't know, that just kind of feels like just a little seating area, but I still don't have tables. I really, really want the iron table, the garden iron table. Anyway, the one that sometimes you get when you're doing the plots, that's what I would really like to get. But unfortunately, I just still haven't found it. And so maybe one day I'll get it. But I don't know. If I could just kind of put something there as a space filler, maybe we'll do a tree instead. I think we're going to have to kind of move some stuff around, but it's going to work out no matter what. I think I have mentioned this previously. Originally, I was not excited about decorating in the snow. Was not here for it at all whatsoever. I have absolutely loved it. I have loved it so much. I don't know what all of a sudden made me change my mind, but it has felt so magical and fun. I am very, very curious to see if once the snow is gone, oh no, oh, it was a snow boy, okay. Once the snow is gone, how I'm going to feel about how much in-game pathing I've added. Because like there's something about this that just kind of, I don't know, it just feels magical. I feel like that's really the only word I'm going to be able to use. But this place, come when it's not snow on the ground and it's green, I feel like is going to be way too much. Way too much. So great thing is we can change it. It's really not that big of a deal. So that's kind of nice. And again, I do have some plans on what I would like to do specifically with this area. Oh, that's a bummer that there's only one sugarcane and one wheat here. Hold on, no. I know I'm being ridiculous. I'm so aware of this, but for the sake of science, I just want to know how much money we can get out of this. Let's see, anything else that's like a one? A one drop item. Drop item. Okay, those are all 10s, which is wonderful. I don't think I have any more pumpkins that I can get. I think I have max pumpkins. But I say, let's get some more potatoes. Okay, let's see. How did that go? Oh, see? One potato. We are not doing that. Not in this house. Drop the potato. And then we're gonna... Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I think it's about to do the same thing with this tomato. So let's drop the one tomato. Okay, hold on. So we can at least fill up our carrots. I'm gonna drop those too. And maybe even the white pumpkins. What else is not maxed? Okay, so let's go max out our carrots and then we'll drop the 2 remaining. And oh, here we go. Here we go. We'll drop you. Okay, and then we can see about our orange pumpkins. Okay. Wow. This, like, is this necessary? No. I'm just really excited about how much money we can get. And then we also, I need to get like the rest of the fruit that I've dropped. Okay. So oh, not that way. Real fast. Let's do this. And then I'm just going to like drop our 2 carrots here. I mean, hold on. Actually, we can just like fill up with carrots. Okay, we got 10 carrots and then that's a 1 carrot. Okay, so drop that and then let's just go see what we have over on this other side real fast. I mean, I could always drop the pears that I have because those are our native fruit, and I can do oranges or apples instead. Okay, so we have all of our potatoes, but that's it. Let's see. Oh, didn't I get a purple? Oh wait, no, it was a purple rose. Look at that purple rose. I'm really excited about that. Okay. Let's just evaluate this real fast. I honestly don't know like what would get you the most money. Wow, I can like hear my own greed. This is how you got in the pickle that you got in regarding the stock market, Jacqueline. You got greedy. But of course, I'm gonna drop this real fast because I heard a balloon. Or I thought I did. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, well that's right. Yeah, let's just swap it with something real fast. Let's swap it with this wheat. Oh my goodness, look at us getting all of this rattan stuff. So it's been so fun, especially with villager hunting and everything. And again, like I never expected to actually enjoy winter in this game. I'm really not sure why, but I was very not here for it. But again, like it's been so much fun. I don't know if maybe I kind of had it in my head that it was going to be a little bit more like Stardew Valley winter, and so maybe that's just kind of what I was expecting. I'm not sure. Oh no. I like winter in Stardew Valley for the sake of kind of getting to catch up on some stuff, you know, upgrading all of your tools, going to the Skull Caverns, just things like that. So I do appreciate it in that sense, but also it's not necessarily like absolute favorite part of the game. And so I think I just maybe kind of expected that for this. But it's been so fun. So now I'm kind of sitting here thinking like, oh, a spring island's gonna be so fun. I mentioned, I think in the last video, my thoughts of doing a, not like a Valentine's Day island, but kind of leaning more into the pinks and whites, especially with all of the like hybrid flowers that I've done so far. So I think like that could be a lot of fun. I don't know. I'm just like I'm much more excited than I was anticipating myself being. So that's been a lot of fun. Okay, so not everything is maxed out at 10. I think the only thing that isn't is this 9 orange pumpkins. But everything else I believe is maxed out. So let's see how much we're gonna get for this. Oh my gosh. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Whoa, my goodness. Okay, well, let's now go get the rest of it, I guess. This one will obviously not be as much, not by a long shot, but I am not mad about what we just got. So I also have this entire like next week off as well, and so I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna be obviously playing a lot of Animal Crossing. So again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep up with the every other day schedule that I've kind of been doing. I would love to, but that was really just because I had so much footage and I didn't want to just like not post it. And so I definitely kind of wanted to catch up with real time just because I felt like I kind of started to get a little overwhelmed by how much time I had, I guess. So definitely am happy that I'm now caught up with that. And, but again, unsure. And then I'm probably going to be traveling for like close to 3 weeks in January and February. So maybe if I could get ahead with all of that, but I don't think I'm going to try and like force that to happen. I just want to make sure that I just enjoy everything, you know, that I enjoy the game, I enjoy what I'm playing and what I'm doing and all that kind of stuff. I kind of want to take care of it. Okay, I did get everything over here. I kind of remember. So, but yeah, so I'm planning on playing a lot this week, and then I have started a couple of new like kind of crafting projects that I'm really excited about. So I learned how to crochet when I was younger, like sometime in elementary school. And so I definitely still remembered a lot of the mechanics of it, but I really only knew one stitch, and I actually don't even really know what the stitch is called. I need to look it up. But I decided in like September, I think maybe end of August, to kind of lean back into just more of like the cozy, relaxing, turn your brain off kind of things. And so I've been working on a blanket that I really want to have for like the room, like my game room where my computer is and where I do all of my editing and everything. And it's really just going to be like a lap blanket. I don't want it to be very long because it always gets tangled up in my wheels of my chair, like my computer chair. And so I would really like for that to not happen anymore. So I knew that I wanted something to like really, you know, just kind of just cover what I need it to. And it's not going to be a very big blanket. It's not going to be a very wide blanket. So I've been working on that and I'm almost done with it. And then my mom really wanted to do like a massive, big, chunky blanket. And so I have started doing that. I very quickly ran out of yarn, and so I'm about halfway done with that one. What's nice is it's like flying by, but I am going to have to buy a lot of yarn for it. A lot of yarn for it. So I think I got enough yarn for the one I'm making for my husband, but the color that I got for myself, I think I might just order some of the yarn online. That might be the easiest way, because I went to multiple stores to get more yarn, and I just did not have enough. So, uh, yeah, so I will probably be doing that. And then this is what I'm like really, really excited about. So, something that I have really enjoyed over the last couple of years is bookbinding. And so, kind of like making my own special edition covers. Or if it's like a paperback, making it into a hardcover and designing my own cover, all that kind of stuff. But also because I really, really love fan fiction. Dramini is my personal fave. Love the Chef's Kiss. I started reading it probably, let's see, 5.5 years ago now, and I cannot stop. Like I am still deeply, deeply in the trenches. It's the thing that I read the most of every single year. I love it. I love it so much. If you are interested in some fic recommendations, I have several videos over on our Bibliovert channel, so I will link those in the description. If you are curious, I know that this ship is not for everyone, but man, is it for me. And I love it a lot. Okay, I know this one is not going to be anywhere close to what we had last time, but let's see what we can get here. Perfect. Love that. Okay, I do think that I'm gonna need probably another 200,000 bells before I can pay off my home, and then we can upgrade. Let's just see real fast. But I also think that we should get to decorating. I think I've putzed around long enough. But anyway, I also hope to be doing a bunch of rebinds this week. Some of them for myself, some of them as gifts. Ironically, I wanted to give them as gifts last year and then just did not have time to get around to it. And so now that I have like a full week off, I'm kind of hoping that maybe that is something that I can get to this year. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we need just a little less than 250,000 bells. Okay, perfect. We can do that. Let's just check this real fast. I think I already did. So yes, so I have all of the designs done. I did just like I think this was last night. I have decided to switch out some of the books that I was doing. So 3 of the friends that I'm going to be seeing in January, they are reading and watching Heated Rivalry together. They loved the books, and then they've been watching the show as it's been coming out. And so I had different books for them in mind, but that did kind of make me pause, and I thought like, oh, that could be really fun, especially since they've been enjoying it together, and all 3 of them are going to be together in a couple of weeks. So if I can get the books, because that's kind of been the main issue, is like the books are sold out everywhere. I don't think anyone expected the TV show to blow up quite the way that it did. I'm so excited for Rachel Reed, and I have not watched the show or read the books, but I know that they are deeply beloved by many, many people. So with that said, the books are completely sold out everywhere. And so if I can find, I ordered the books, but I'm going to be surprised if they actually get delivered. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, are they really going to make it? They said they will. But are they? So I think what I'm going to head and do is make that cover and kind of go ahead and design it. I have a couple of ideas. There's going to be a new binding technique that I've never done before, but I'm kind of excited about it. I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, so I need to watch some videos on how to do that. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and like make that cover and just be prepared for if the books do come in. But if not, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get backups of like the original books that I was going to do. And I will just have those kind of prepped and ready. And honestly, I might go ahead and start them because those would be great Christmas or birthday presents. So like one way or another, it's gonna be great. It's gonna work out. And plus, like I've just kind of had an itch to get to some binding. And then one of my lovely dear friends is also a big Dramini fan, and so I am going to be binding a fan fiction for her. So it's a hefty one. It's Measure of a Man by Anna Days 22. And so, if I remember correctly, it's over 1,000 pages. The only thing that I'm nervous about is that it might not fit in my guillotine, which is how I like trim the page edges. And so I'm kind of trying to figure out like if I could do those two separate. I don't know. Yeah, I'm I'm gonna have to get creative. It might just be one of those things where I just try it out and we see how it goes, and if it doesn't work, then we figure it out. We might have to MacGyver or something. But I also think I'm going to bind Measure of a Man for myself. And so, because it's certainly one of those things where, like, when you're printing out everything and then you're sewing it together and then you're making, you know, all of it, it can certainly take time. I mean, it's not like a quick project. It's not like the longest project in the world, but it's not like double the work if you do multiple at a time. Um, because a lot of it is like waiting for things to dry and just different things like that. So anyway, I do think it could be fun to maybe do a bind for myself. The only one I've ever done for myself was my very first attempt. That was absolutely atrocious. So anyway, I've given away all of the other bindings that I've done, which, mind you, were also absolutely atrocious. So this is not a skill that I have. It is a creative outlet that I enjoy, but it is always a surprise if I don't cry. So we'll see if I cry this week. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be kind of like a fun, just a fun creative outlet kind of week, especially because I think 2026 has the potential to be quite crazy. It may be slightly overwhelming. So, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Okay, so I have a couple cardboard boxes, customization kits. That was the word I was looking for earlier. I got a little bit of all of this. So let's just see really fast if I can make the things that I had in mind. Okay, why is the pile of gifts not included over here? That's a wild concept to me. Okay, so I do have everything for the festive tree. Glad I grabbed some clay. And then, let's see, what else? I would like to make that for my house. I'm gonna be honest. That one looks nice. Okay. Yeah, like there it is. Oh, okay, so red wrapping paper. What? In a wooden box toy. Well, darn. Is Nook selling red wrapping paper today? I just assumed it was going to be the festive wrapping paper. Why does that have... okay. I'm not gonna think about it. Oh, and I don't have any money. Let's go find some shells or something. So I was editing the video that will come out right before this one, and I realized that there was something that I forgot to mention in regards to the like 3.0 update where like Nintendo had the demo, And one thing that I was very surprised about, because I think I've mentioned this before, I am very excited about the free update. There wasn't really anything in regards to like the paid version that I was just like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. The graphics have never really bothered me, you know, just all of those things. And the big thing that I did like was the fact that you can call for your villagers and they'll like alert you to where they are. And I was like, oh, that's really cool, especially if they are in the museum. Like, that would be so nice. Wrong. They will only answer you if they are close by and if they're outside. So it doesn't work indoors. And so I was like, okay, well, if they're like close by, does that, I mean, like, I don't know. Anyway, so I was surprised by that. I don't really know why. Again, probably because I made assumptions and that's my fault. But I don't know. I was expecting that one to be a little bit more convenient. Might be the best phrase for that. So anyway, I just realized that as I was editing it and was like, oh, I talked about, you know, having enough code spaces and like custom code spaces and the slumber islands and you know, all of those different things, but I never mentioned the actual like paid update. So I again, I'm not planning on, like, I haven't signed up to get it or like pre-order it unless I see some gameplay and there's like some stuff that they didn't mention that's just like out of this world so good, then oh my gosh, I have red wrapping paper. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm going to continue fishing just in case I need more money to buy more red wrapping paper. My goodness. Anyway, so unless there are like several things that is just like out of this world that they just didn't show on the demo, then maybe. But I mean, like, it would have to be like really really good for me to be like, oh yeah, I want that. I don't know. I'm very curious. I'm very curious. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Hopefully, hopefully I won't talk about it anymore until we're actually playing the update. Okay, so we have space. We now have some extra money in case we need more, and we have red wrapping paper. I even think I bought that wrapping paper today. Ooh, and we need to customize these. So let's see, I think those were the only two I had. I'm almost positive they were. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and get to crafting. I'm sorry that you have to listen to the gyroid the entire time in the background. Okay, so I think I need the wooden block toy. I think it is so funny how this wooden block toy is like a cornerstone to so many different DIYs. It's just kind of surprising to me. That gyroid is out of control. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and craft a few of these because I have a feeling I'm gonna want a handful of little piles of gifts. So let's just do one more because I would like to put one by the table, the like gift wrapping table. I want to put one like under a tree, like kind of the main centerpiece tree, and then potentially kind of in that entrance area. Okay, so let's see, big festive tree. Gonna make sure that we're doing the right size this time. I'm still laughing about how excited I was for the festive tree, and then I put it down and it was the size of my Animal Crossing character. wasn't quite as impressive as I was hoping for. Okay, so I think we said we wanted to do 3 of these. So let's go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to be cutting it quite close in terms of that took way more wrapping paper than I was expecting. Okay, and then let's just see if there's anything else that we want to make while we're here. Okay, good to know that we can make, like, maybe... Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a table ornament layout. And we can put that on the gift wrapping table. Let's see, what else? Ooh, I'm also gonna make this. And we can put that on the table. Cute. And then I know I need to customize the banners. Oh, I never made an illuminated reindeer, did I? Let's go ahead and do that. Cute. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? Don't worry, we got the illuminated trees. We can do a little dreidel. That could be fun to put over in the toy area too. Ooh, I need to get some more ornaments because I do love that candle. Okay, and is there anything else that I can make to go along with this? Oh, so I need to have Zen cushions. Let's see. I did make some of these barrels with my turnips the other day. So that, I think I made 2 of these and 3 of the, I don't remember what I did, but I have some, which is nice. Let's see. What else should we make? Okay, I did think about fencing, but I don't know. We might have to look around and see if we even really have room for fencing. Ooh, I do think it could be really fun to have an angled signpost. So I might do a destination signpost and an angled signpost, and then we can decide which one we like more. Because I think that could be really cute to have over by the bridge. Okay, what else could we do? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do some of these tables. Even though they're not my favorite, I do think they fit well. And they definitely are on brand with the, like, wood vibe that we have going on. I don't know if I just like the round look more. I'm not really sure what my aversion to these tables are, but there is something there, and I need to figure it out. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to be able to make with what I have. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so I might need to get more hardwood because I do think that that could be really cute. You could put like little Christmas pillows on it. Okay, let's customize what we have real fast. Between the gyroid and the merry-go-round signs or sounds, there's a lot going on. Ooh. Oh, I like that. That's really pretty. But I think I want to lean into like the holiday. I think I'm gonna keep it red and green. That's really pretty. Okay, let's see. Big festive tree, streetlight with banners. This is what I wanted to change. Okay, and I have been getting some lovely customizations from Sable. Let's see if, like, that one's kind of holiday vibes. Let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, let's see what I have. Cute. Okay, we don't have a lot. I think that that's kind of cute. Let's just do that. And then I'm just gonna do the other one real fast. Okay, and then, ooh, that's right. So I think I have a green one already. I'll keep the red, even though it wasn't my favorite. Yellow, pink, red, green. Oh, the white. It has a red nose. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that because that's a lot of customization kits. Big festive tree. Ooh, the red's pretty. I think I'm gonna keep it colorful. Oh yeah, let's see. I think I'm just gonna keep it the same. Let's just see the angled signpost real fast. Huh. Oh, cute. I forgot that you could like. Oh, that's really precious. Should we say shop or tailors? Because it's technically both. I'm just gonna do shop. Okay. Oh, let's get this balloon. Down our street lights. Oh, that's really cute. Oh, I really, really like that. Oh, yeah, that was definitely the way to go. This makes me really happy. Look at it. Yay. Okay. Wow. Okay. And I feel like that works really well with the Plain Lights party arch. That's, oh, I really like that. Yay. That makes me really happy. Okay. So I'm going to, let's open this real fast before I forget. A baby bed. All right. Well, I don't need that. So I'm going to move this over. And I think let's put maybe, let's put the wrapping paper there. I wonder, let's try something. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe we'll do that. You know, the wonderful gift of a tree branch. And then I'm gonna put the like ornament table lamp there. And let's see, I think this was where we had the gift pile. And I'm gonna like turn that. Oh, yay. Okay, I actually think that that's really cute. Okay, and then I think I'm going to take this one away and I'm going to put the big festive tree. Oh, I think that's really, 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 really cute. Okay. Actually, maybe shocker of all shocks, maybe I will keep the illuminated tree there. Who is she? Okay. And then maybe I'll put the big festive tree. I'm gonna take this one down and maybe I'll put it, no, the big festive tree. Maybe I'll put it here. And I'm going to put some gifts underneath here. Perf. I honestly wonder if maybe I do want it to be facing this way so that it looks a little bit different from the one over here. I could also just like change the color so that definitely wouldn't be that big of a deal. And I think I'm going to put some of our tables here. I don't want it to keep me from being able to walk this way, but I just feel like we kind of need something here. So maybe I'll go ahead and put this chair. Let's try this. Perfect. Okay, and then like, let's see, where else could I have? Okay, I don't want it to be in the way of anything, but I do. Maybe I'll have it here? I don't know. Does that feel kind of too in the way? Maybe we can kind of have it like that. Except I do think if I could Yeah, so that way they're not like perfectly lined up. And maybe we'll pull that out just a little bit. I mean, like, I'm not like sold on this idea, but I do think I'm going to put down some like goodies there. Does this area maybe feel a little bare? I don't necessarily think so. I definitely think we need to do something up here. Like that's a definite. I just have absolutely no idea what that would be yet. Let's see, what did we get? A snowflake wall. Excellent. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Destination signpost, angled signpost, big festive tree, reindeer. Not going to use that baby bed. Book, gift pile, festive tree, cardboard box. Okay. Reindeer. Maybe we could put the reindeer over here. What a sassy little reindeer. I'm not really quite sure what to make of him. But why not? Hold on. Should he be going the other way? Which direction do we prefer for him to face? Sure. Why? I don't know. Okay. Destination signpost. Let's clean up these little pansies. I think the irony is not lost on me that I started decorating with pansies and roses, the two flowers that I like the least in this game. Okay, I'm gonna try the angled signpost first. Definitely facing the wrong way. Ooh, I do kind of like that. So we have that cutie, and we also have this guy. Yeah, no, not that way for sure. I think I'm going to do the angled signpost. Perfect. Maybe I'll do a destination signpost somewhere like in here. So my original plan for this area was to basically have this. Let me put everything down. Let me set the scene. Just to have him and to also do the gift pile. That was kind of the vibe that I was thinking for in that little boxed off area. Okay, so like, is this what I originally had in mind for this space? Not even a little bit. Nar. Incorrect. But I honestly, I'm not like super mad about it. Let's see if what I'm gonna plant a flower, or maybe, ooh, I'm gonna do the holly bush. I'm gonna do that back here, and then maybe that will kind of help the front. Let's see. And then obviously, whenever we decide we're gonna take down all of our Christmas stuff, we can then, I think that helps a little bit. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm not mad about this. I know it probably looks weird not having the front part of the wall, but I'm not mad about it. Okay, last thing that I'm going to do is clean up our flower garden because I think it's getting a little bit out of control. So let's go ahead and just make it a little bit more orderly. And then I think off camera, I'm going to continue grinding for some bells, and then I'll go ahead and pay off my home loan and upgrade my house to have a basement. And I know you don't have to pay that loan off because you technically have all the space that you want. But I think that I'm still going to, but primarily because I think it'll help upgrade storage with the next update. So that's kind of my thought process there. Cuties. Oh my gosh. I have Islander drama. So glad I didn't forget this. This is so important. So our girl Callie, she seems pretty happy. She was in her house and I went to visit her and give her a gift. And Bud was in the house. And I was like, huh, interesting friendship, but I'm here for it. We love friends. Well, what was interesting was she was following Bud around with like stars in her eyes. I was quite surprised at how taken Callie seemed to be with Bud. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna make drama, you know, for my villagers. It's a game. But then a couple of hours later, I jumped back on to check my turnip prices in the evening, and Bud came running over to me and he said that he and Callie got in a fight. And so he bought her a gift. And I think it was like workout gear, which like is on brand for Bud. But when I gave it to Callie, she was like, oh, is he like really upset about our argument? Well, I'll just make sure that he feels better when I wear the gift he gave me. I know you can't see me right now, but my jaw's on the ground. I was like, oh my gosh, Callie. Making him work for it, girl. So she definitely did not seem bothered about their argument, which again, I was shocked by. She seemed much more into the relationship than he did, so I was like, oh my gosh, should he friend zone her? Like, poor Callie. Anyway, there was a lot going on. Needless to say, I never thought that I would be trying to stir up relationship drama in Animal Crossing, but here I am. I'm fully bought in. I don't know who I've become. I don't recognize myself anymore, but I am having the time of my life. I will take no further questions. Ooh, a book that I just finished, like, I think on Christmas actually, that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I promise it will make sense as to why I brought them up, was The Dark Lord's Guide to Dating. So freaking funny. I absolutely loved it. If you have read Assistant to the Villain, this has like a very similar humor style. It was utterly fantastic. I really loved it. It's kind of that, but a little bit more like adult. It's definitely, it has some spice in it that Assistant to the Villain doesn't have. I loved it. So funny. The banter was top notch. Just, oh, immaculate, beautiful. 10 out of 10. So much fun. Also, our female main character, she like embraces the villainy instead of like trying to make the love interest, who's the villain, instead of trying to like make him good, she embraces kind of like the darkness in her, but like they're also still like good people. You know, it's not one of those where you're like, oh, you're a villain. It's not like that at all. But no, it's really cute. I had such a fun time reading it. But in it, like on their wedding day, black roses were everywhere. So I think it's kind of fun that we have grown black roses. All right, well that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was so fun. I am excited to kind of now be all caught up and doing kind of more real-time videos might be the best way to say it. But I hope that you are just having a absolutely fantastic holidays and start to 2026. And I hope that you are happy, healthy, and safe this season. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!